You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph, Unchangeables, Part 2. There are things in our lives that are unchangeable. They have been set in place even before we were born. Jeremiah says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as prophet to the nations." My suggestion to you at the start of this episode is that you have been formed, you've been planned, you've been appointed by the hand of God. A bit like Queen Esther, when Mordecai, her uncle, said to her, "You were born for such a time as this." That's in Esther 4:14. And so when we realize that all the circumstances of our lives and our lives themselves have been set up and arranged long before we were born, we can actually find contentment. Because Paul even said, "I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content." In any and every circumstance he was talking about. And I want to suggest to you today also that it's a great thing to accept all the circumstances of your life, because to fight against these things, and I'm going to list them very shortly, is really to contend against the hand of God. So what are those things? There's 10 of them. Number 1, my physical features, what I look like. There's a great scripture in 1 Samuel 16:7 that says that man looks on the outside, the exterior of our lives, but God sees the heart. So we find contentment in the way we look. When we look in the mirror, we don't reject what we see. We thank God for the way He's made us. People try all sorts of surgeries and things to change their appearance. There's no problem with cosmetic changes, but ultimately my suggestion is to be thankful to God for the way you look. Secondly, my mental capabilities. There's no doubt about it. Some people have more than others, or less than others. We are just thankful for our mental capabilities. Thirdly, our parents or parent. They may not have been the best parents for us, but we still are grateful for them. And there is a promise of longevity of life to those that honour their mother and father. Fourthly, my gender, male and female. He created us, it says in Genesis. Here's another one, my brothers and sisters. We can choose our friends, but we can't choose our family. But we should also be grateful for them. My birth order, am I first or second or third or last born? I was last born, and I was probably a bit spoilt, as some last borns can be. Firstborns tend to bear more responsibility and are the subject of experiment by parents who have never had children before. Here's 2 more. My nationality, my race. Another one, my time in history. Why was I born in 1954? Why were you born when you were? Have you ever thought about that? And the last one, which was really interesting, my aging and lifespan. None of us have any control over how long we live. James 4:14 says, "But you don't have a clue what tomorrow may bring. For your fleeting life is but a warm breath of air that is visible in the cold only for a moment and then vanishes." In 2 Corinthians 4:16, "For even though our outer person gradually wears out, our inner being is renewed every single day." May you, as you listen to this, find a real peace and contentment in the middle of the storms at times of your life. Accept God's hand and His purposes for your life. God bless you.